Ladies and gentlemen, good evening from wherever you're watching this video, depending on your time zone. What is happening in the search for Raila Odinga's running mate? Because I want to read for you some two tweets here, and they are tweets that one has been done by Boniface Mwangi, the other tweet is been done by Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi. Boniface Mwangi is a very close friend, perhaps to William Ruto, and also Martha Karua, while Abdullahi, the Grand Mullah himself, is a renowned lawyer in this country, but he's also known to be supporting William Samoei Ruto. So I want to ask a question, and I think I opined in this channel that given the chance, the last person I would pick as Raila Odinga's running mate is Peter Kenneth. I vouched for Moses Kuria, Martha Karua, but my best ticket still remains Raila Kalonzo ticket. So the tweets that we're going to check, the tweet that I'm going to read for you is going to give us a picture of what exactly is happening in the search for Raila Odinga's running mate. Guys, if you're new to this channel, take a second and subscribe, and also give us your feedback. You can also give this video a thumbs up and make sure you click the notification bell so that whenever we upload a video, you'll be getting notifications. Straight, I want us to go to Boniface Mwangi Twitter, and this is what Boniface Mwangi tweeted. So Raila Odinga strongly favors Martha Karua to be his running mate, but President Uhuru Kenyatta and Kikuyu elite are afraid of her. They fear if anything happens to Baba and Martha becomes the president, their access to looting will be closed and they will likely be jailed. Interestingly, that is a tweet that was done by Boniface Mwangi, like I think it was 3 hours ago. But just before that, 5 hours ago, Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi also did a tweet. I am told the Mount Kenya Foundation is toying with the idea they source Honorable Raila's running mate from Lower Eastern, Coast, or Western, as a running mate from Central Kenya no longer makes any sense. All these tweets were done today, and they all center around Raila Odinga's running mate. That is why when I started this video, I was asking what exactly is happening. Now, what is in my own assertion here, if you ask me, there are only two theories here. And let us ask yourself, who is Boniface Mwangi speaking on behalf of? He's either speaking on behalf of Raila Odinga or William Ruto or the Mount Kenya Unity Forum. But now Raila Odinga and the Mount Kenya Unity Forum are in the same side. Then, who is Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi speaking on behalf? With him, he's speaking on behalf of William Samoei Ruto. If you check his tweet, I think from today, you will realize that he's actually supporting William Samoei Ruto. So I want us to look at these tweets. And just in the face of fairness and without bias, I want us to pursue all the two narratives, all the two avenues. The question is it true that Raila Odinga wants Martha Karua, but William Ruto and the team, not William Ruto, but Uhuru Kenyatta and the team are favoring another candidate? That is one. That is one question. Or is it that William Ruto is trying to propagate a narrative around Raila Odinga's running mate from Central Kenya to counter the narrative that is also having on picking a running mate from Central Kenya? Remember, all this is happening tomorrow. William Ruto, tomorrow the 29th of January, William Ruto is supposed to host a rally in Kirinyaga. Kirinyaga is the home county to Martha Karua. And one thing that will come out in that meeting, because that is the first rally that William Ruto is holding in central Kenya, 1 week after the so hyped merger with Musalia Mudavadi. So when he goes there, and I think you will realize that even since that merger with Musalia Mudavadi, William Ruto has been trying to send signals on who is going to be his running mate. So let us look at both sides of this. And let's start with the William Ruto side. Is there a possibility that William Ruto is using the lawyer, Ahmed Nasir, to propagate a split on the running mate choice for Raila Odinga? And let me, if you look at that tweet, there is some interpretation that is coming there. He's saying that Mount Kenya Unity Foundation, the Mount Kenya Foundation and President Uhuru Kenyatta team are the ones that they're thinking of picking a running mate. You understand? They're thinking of picking a running mate out of the central Kenya. So my question here is this way. Does it mean that Raila Odinga does not have a voice on his campaigns or on who is going to be his running mate? This is in coherence with whatever we listened to today when they were having a rally in Bungoma. William Ruto and the team were all over talking about how Raila Odinga is a state project. Now, if you look at what this tweet is saying and you try to vis-a-vis what William Ruto and the brigade were talking in the rally, you see some coherence. You can actually join and say that this could actually be done to show that Raila Odinga's campaign is being managed by President Uhuru Kenyatta and his state project. That is one. Two, do you think that then William Ruto just wants to make sure that the conversation of the running mate from central Kenya, it's cascaded to the other side? He wants to say that the problem is also on the other side, to mean that just like Azimio la Umoja team might ponder about taking a running mate out of central Kenya, it will not be weird on his side also to take a running mate from central Kenya and most probably Musalia Mudavadi. So if it is on William Ruto's side taking this, doing it, if this is a propaganda, then in my own analysis, I think those are the probabilities of him floating this. Now, I want us to cross over and ask ourselves the other side. If Raila Odinga is indeed also supporting Martha Karua, while Ahmed Nasir can talk on behalf of UDA, but Boniface Mwangi's tweet might be the mouthpiece of Martha Karua and Raila Odinga. Because Boniface Mwangi and Martha Karua are very close actually. Boniface Mwangi and Martha Karua is part of the team that challenged the BBI in the High Court. So I think if you ask me, then he's talking on behalf of Martha Karua. Then does it mean that Martha Karua is much interested in this? Okay, better still. Let's take it the other side. My first objective of this tweet, if it is from Raila Odinga's side, then Raila Odinga and the team, they want to communicate that as of now, Azimio la Umoja have not yet settled on the running mate, and just they can pick the running mate from out of central Kenya. And who can this message target? This can target none other than Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So if they are peddling this message, then this can be done intentionally to say that, you know what, we have not yet decided. And look at it interestingly, Martha Karua is also being rumored to be on his way to join the One Kenya Alliance. So it can also be a very good deal that they also want to communicate that, look here, even from one OKA, we can still pick a running mate. Is it then that Raila Odinga is in dilemma, or rather the Raila Odinga and the Azimio team are in dilemma, and so they just want to test the waters? Maybe some of the options they're having is either to pick a running mate from Central Kenya, and they're also thinking of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So what they want is, they want these two to get out here and people to react. They want to see the reaction of the people back in the ground. And interestingly, one of the people who responded to Boniface Mwangi's tweet is Professor Olekiapi. Olekiapi said, "She is an incredible and solid person. I will vote for her anytime." So does it mean that Raila Odinga intentionally is taking this information? Might be a boardroom, it might be something that is in the boardroom, but they're putting it out in public to test what Kenyans are going to say, or whether Kenyans will support Martha Karua or Peter Kenneth or Kalonzo Musyoka. And what you will see next is now this media trying to do an online poll on who can be Raila Odinga's running mate. Expect that, because the latest polls have not been actually fronting Martha Karua. Secondly, I think Raila Odinga team, Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, might be also doing this intentionally to communicate a message to Peter Kenneth, because lately when they were in Murang'a, the Peter Kenneth team really vouched for Peter Kenneth to be the running mate. They are simply telling Peter Kenneth that, look here, we have not yet decided on who is going to be Raila Odinga's running mate. That could also be a probability, so that it waters down, that it doesn't concentrate, the information doesn't concentrate on one person, that Peter Kenneth is going to be Raila Odinga's running mate. That is also on table why this information is coming out. But then let me ask you, if Raila Odinga is indeed wants to work with Martha Karua, why do you think he is choosing Martha Karua against the other candidates? But before I answer that question, this post is, Boniface Mwangi's post has something that is really sinister, because he's saying that the deep state do not want Martha Karua, because in the event that something happens to Raila, then Martha Karua will take over the presidency, and something might, and of course they might not take control of the government. So my question is this: does really Boniface Mwangi want to say that one of the reasons why Mount Kenya Foundation and President Uhuru Kenyatta are supporting Raila Odinga presidency is because they are also thinking that his term, that something can happen to him? Do you really think that can be an argument when you are picking Raila Odinga's running mate? That one is a question that I want you to ask yourself. Another interpretation to this, could it be that Raila Odinga and the Azimio team are sensing some defeat from Central Kenya, and so even if they pick a running mate from Central Kenya, it's not going to bring a substantive number of voters on his side, and so he's vouching on a probability of picking a running mate from the other part, or maybe outside Central Kenya, probably Western, I don't think there is anyone, but I don't want to rule out, probably Western or Coast or Eastern. So are they sensing that they cannot still win with a Raila Central ticket? But why Raila Odinga will pick Martha Karua is Raila would actually try to work with someone who is independent-minded and is free and is cushioned from interference from outside. You know, if you give him Peter Kenneth, I think Raila Odinga can see Peter Kenneth as a very close person with the deep state. And so Peter Kenneth can even be pocketed and do something sinister to Raila Odinga where are in government. And I don't mean, I'm not spreading a doom, but maybe can sabotage his government or may not subordinate him well. That could be. But someone like Martha Karua is independent-minded and is going to do, and they can really work together, because Raila Odinga is also trying to bring the change in it. Secondly, they have worked with Martha Karua. They have been in Martha Karua in the benches. Back in the days of liberation, actually Martha Karua was active in politics during the multi-party democracy in 1992. And she's been together. She's even vied. So I think that Raila Odinga would front Martha Karua too, because they seem to be ideology of liberation that Raila Odinga has been talking about is going to be re-energized with the entry of Martha Karua in her presidential bid. So I think that is also one of the reasons why she will front her. Another reason why Raila Odinga can front Martha Karua is maybe he wants to pull the gender card against William Ruto. Because if you look at the kind of campaign message that is now around Raila Odinga wants to pull a Mandela moment. A Mandela moment, he has vied for 5 years. He has vied for 5 years, then he finally gets it, the longest political detainee and all that. And might also be that when he gets Martha Karua and they win, he will also go to the history to have worked with the first female deputy president in the country. And you know the gender card is also here. The gender card can also be a good one to woo the mountain. You know, Mount Kenya people, I think they can ask themselves, so what is special with Raila Odinga getting a running mate from Central Kenya? If Ruto is going for Rigathi Gachagua and Raila goes for Peter Kenneth, what is the difference in the running mates? And I think that is why I can also think, I'm not reading from his mind, but I can also think that he might be favoring Martha Karua to work with Martha Karua because he's believing that he's going to get, maybe he's going to get the voters, votes from Central Kenya, especially from the female gender. Lastly, Raila Odinga is looking at a probability that if he picks Peter Kenneth and comes in the August in 2027, so what is going to happen? You understand? NAK Kenya, Martha Karua has NAK Kenya, which is her own political party, but Peter Kenneth will be coming from Jubilee. So when you have a small party and is your running mate, that means that he's going to just control the government from within, but then the running mate does not have strength in the National Assembly and so cannot insubordinate him. If Raila Odinga indeed is true that is going for Martha Karua. My question to you as I finish this is this, guys. Do you think that is a William Ruto propaganda to hit on Raila Odinga's side? Or honestly, do you think that there is some split in Azimio la Umoja on who should be Raila Odinga's running mate?